Okay, so I know I definitely jumped into it super eagerly the first episode, but I have more
Every episode.
questions. Yeah, I have more questions today.
Okay.
So, because your mom is deaf and your dad, technically they've never heard your voice ever, like in
Mm-hmm.
your life,
Mm-hmm.
in their life.
It could seem that way, and that's very depressing. The way you
Yeah, it
just
does.
stated
It
that,
sounds, yeah, yeah,
very
it does.
depressing. But no,
Excuse me.
they're not. See, let's educate. There's a
Please,
difference.
because I also have more questions. So please,
The way you came towards the camera too, I can tell. You came
yeah,
right
because
towards the camera.
you know what it is, bro. I'm trying to so I've been doing a lot of growing since our last episode.
Love
I've
that.
really stuck to kind of, what do you call those when you the people do after at the end of every year that they're like, yo, I'm gonna go to the gym, and what do they
Oh,
call those?
New Year's resolutions.
I've been sticking to my podcast resolution from last week. I'm gonna be more open minded and more responsible with our
Ooh,
platform in asking the questions that maybe other people are scared to ask.
you are a better man than me, because I am not gonna lie to you. I said I was gonna do more research on the Middle East, and I've just been beating my meat to Sydney Sweeney shits this whole time, and I just forgot
What are you
about
talking
it.
about? Sydney Sweeney. What do you
The
mean?
girl, the
What's
big
going
tit
on?
girl from Euphoria.
Yeah, no, yeah, no, I know. I mean, she's more than that, but
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, she's an actress. Okay,
what has she's been showing tit?
is she sexy?
No, but like, is this like a
Not nothing
recent?
new. No, there's nothing new. I go back to old shit.
Okay,
I go back to the back catalog. I'm a back
all right,
catalog.
I
I'm
got you.
old
I
school with
got you.
it.
Yeah, you're a
Yeah,
back
yeah,
catalog
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
All right,
So,
all right,
but
all right. So
next
my
episode,
question.
I'll look into the Middle Eastern shit because that's important more than Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, okay. So now my next question is, how do hearing aids work? Because I've seen people with hearing aids, but
But they can't hear shit.
so the reason I'm asking this is because there's a mission in Spider-Man 2 where Miles's girlfriend, she's deaf.
No, for real.
Yeah, she's deaf.
Oh,
Like
I like this game so
they
much
speak
more
in
now.
they speak in sign language in the
Really?
game. Yeah, but
Oh,
he's
that's so
been
cool. I never knew that. I should watch it.
yeah.
I would know if I saw the Twitch. I'm a dickhead.
You're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, in the game, when you play, there's like a little side mission that you do where you play as her for a little bit,
Oh, that must
and
be
like,
terrible.
no, it's great actually
Oh, really?
because they do a very good job of depicting what the world is like or what it sounds like for people that are like deaf and have hearing aids.
Well, all right.
So
So,
in the game, just let me finish. In the game, it you see that she has hearing aids. So I assumed that she's like learning to hear again because when they sign, they also like speak. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like they say the words, obviously.
So there's levels to this shit. Um,
I would imagine.
yeah. So if you're mute, you know people that sound like you know how they sound. I'm not gonna do it because we might get canceled. But you know how they sound.
No, no, but it's for educational purposes. Like they're usually
You know,
like,
meow, 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 meow.
it's more high pitch for you. I usually hear it low pitch.
No, it's high
So it'd be like,
pitch. Like,
because
they high pitch,
yeah,
but like they
okay,
don't
okay,
know that they high pitch. But they can't hear shit. Like they
because they can't hear.
completely pitch deaf. That's called the mutes. We call them mutes.
Okay, okay.
Um, yeah. My mom is hard of hearing, so it's hard for her to hear. So that's why she got to put on
Mm.
those devices. Is what the hearing aids.
So people are mute can't even get hearing aids.
They could, but it won't like see like for example, you see those. It won't even really work. No, they can't. There's another level above that called deaf. And then if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments because I
Well,
might
it
be
would
wrong.
kind of
I'm
be
not an
shit if you were wrong because your parents have been deaf your entire life, so you should probably know.
No, I know that. I mean, I know that. I don't mean like because I know there's levels where there's somebody, them people that put I don't know what it's called.
It's like an implant, like
It's
in
like
the
an
back of their
implant
shit.
thingy. Yeah, that's a below. There's the food chain. So if deaf people were to get eaten up or get beaten up in the zombie apocalypse, the mutes go first because they can't figure their way out of it.
It's natural selection.
Yeah, they can't figure their way out of that.
Yeah,
The next one
Darwin is a
above that is the ones that put the thingy on them. Because if they
mm,
put like imagine you just knock that shit off, they
like they
done
look like
for.
RoboCop.
They RoboCop. Well, they're like
So
what
is
are
it
those
kind of like
things?
this? So when if that thing comes off, it's kind of like disconnecting the microphone.
Exactly, and they're
But
done.
like the quality of hearing, is it like uh,
Okay, it would
how
never be like
regular
you.
people hear naturally, or is it like still muffled?
No, it'll never be like how you hear. Like
Yeah.
it won't be like that. It'll be muffled. I I'm speaking like I know. Like I don't fucking know. But it'll be muffled. You would have to yell like really close to them. But here's the thing about deaf people. This is their superpower, though. I'm gonna say this: they can read lips like a motherfucker. They can read lips like a motherfucker.
Yo, how many times you got plucked in your mouth for saying some foul shit to your mom, thinking she didn't
Didn't
like?
know all the time.
Yeah, yeah,
One time when I was a kid, all the time. One time when I was a kid, I signed to my mother that why is this girl across from me and smell like a dog? And that girl across from me signed to my mom, why did he say I smell like a dog? And like I was in a bit of a conundrum there because I was like, damn, I thought this bitch was dumb deaf and didn't know. I mean, I thought this bitch didn't know shit what I was saying, but she's deaf and knew exactly what I was saying. Like she read my lips clearly.
Oh, you
So
spoke shit about a deaf person.
yeah, I spoke it,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
read the lips from across the train
That's
thing.
like Uno reverse.
Yeah, they can read lips powerfully, and they can smell really good too. It's like a dog.
Well, they can smell really good. They don't really smell too good. 'Cause-
Dang, you say my parents stink?
No, 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 because you just said that like
Oh, but that one
she
did. Yeah,
stunk.
that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
she stink. That one bitch
Obviously,
stink.
obviously, her shit didn't work.
Nah, she
Like she
smelled
didn't
like dog
develop that skill. Maybe her sense of like touch is the shit
or taste.
or taste. Yo, that'd
Yeah,
probably be. Yo, if you had to heighten one sense to the max, like what would you choose?
listening.
Listening, but
Yeah,
it's to the max. So that means like you'd
I
have
want
to
to
take
hear shit from 5 blocks away. Maybe you know what? Maybe
I
taste.
don't think you want to.
I don't know, cause like imagine
Because what
eating
if you're
pussy
not the
like
most
that.
confident?
Imagine
Because
eating pussy with maximum taste. You taste their bone and shit. You wouldn't want that.
you taste the bone.
Yeah, you
What
wouldn't want to taste
what
the
bone?
bone and like the inner flesh and like that's how good your taste is that you can taste actual pussy bone. You wouldn't want that shit.
Yeah, I don't even
Or
know what you're talking about,
or like if
honestly.
you eat an ass, right? And then you like have maximum taste ability, you would literally just taste shit or whole or rectum. You wouldn't want that. You would not want that shit. I know that for a fact.
I think I think if it was me, hmm,
It's a tough question.
yeah, it is a tough question. It's also a weird question because it's not like the senses are not really the best. You know what I'm saying? Like all five senses all have a downfall
What's
because
the five
like
senses again? Seeing, hearing,
seeing,
listening.
I'll, seeing, I'd probably do that. I'd probably go with seeing
You want to
because I feel
see?
like if you dial up seeing to the max, like you're able to see through things or see through objects
Oh,
or
you
like
a pervert. You want to see through
see
clothing?
far, see, but like but like it's selective, you know what I'm saying? So I would like really like if I woke up and like my vision was fucking like on 1,000,
Immaculate. Yeah.
I would probably like chill at home for like a solid week and just master it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it'll take more than a week to master, but
Oh,
at
it
least you'd
should.
have it. But you'd have it under control in a week to where you can be like, all right, I'm gonna bring it to like 50% or like 75 or like at 75 I can start seeing through things, but I'm gonna be real selective on what I'm seeing through, who I'm seeing through, what I'm seeing. Because
Could you?
imagine you just dial it to X-ray vision and then you just see everyone's penis
Or vaginas. There's a flip side to that.
or vaginas. Yeah, but
Would
like
it's a give or take. Would
it's a
you
give or
would you
take.
sacrifice having to see everybody's penis if you could see everybody's vagina or titties or ass? There's a negative to it, but there's also a very big positive.
I'd take vision because I feel like all
Yeah,
the other senses are like shit because like
that's
you're
true.
because it's like taste, right? Like you said, you'd have the best taste, but you taste everything. So like good
Everything.
things would taste super good, but like bad things would taste really bad. And then
And I
smell.
think, and I think
Smell
if
is the
you
same
really
thing.
tasted it, it would really like good things. If you really tasted it, would taste bad. Like I use pussy as an
Yeah,
example because pussy tastes good, but if you like really got into it, it probably would taste bad because you would taste bone. Or if you had like, for example, before this podcast, you had Taco Bell. I'm sure it tasted good, but if you really tasted it, I'm sure
you
it's
really
terrible.
outed. I can't believe you really outed me like that. But yeah, no. I mean, I feel like even without maximum taste buds, Taco Bell is not good. Like everyone knows that.
I know we did this before, and we're gonna do it again because fuck it, this is Anything Goes podcast. Anything goes. How we rank the fast food joints?
So I think it's like a tier system. I don't think that you could
Well, yeah.
rank.
Well, we're talking bottom of the barrel. We're not talking Shake Shack. We're not talking
Okay,
Five
so I think
Guys. We're
I
talking
think
bottom of the
bottom
barrel.
bottom of the barrel. Let's say D class, just the D class stuff.
D class.
I think D class is definitely like Taco Bell,
Oh, absolutely.
uh, Charlie's cheesesteaks.
No.
You ever had Charlie's?
I don't know, man.
Charlie's
I
cheesesteaks
might
is
be a
definitely
B,
not.
bro.
Nah, Charlie's cheesesteaks is definitely not better than like a bodega cheesesteak. 100%.
I don't know.
A fully loaded bodega cheesesteak is way better than a Charlie's cheesesteak. 100%.
I don't know, man. I don't
I,
know if
I
I
would.
agree with you on that.
Me personally, I would.
I've had
I
Charlie
would.
cheesesteaks a couple times in my lifetime. Never been
I had
proud
it
of it
like last week.
afterwards. This is my first time talking about it in public. Going to therapy after this. Good shit though. It's good shit.
It's not bad. It's not bad. But like the quality of it makes it shit.
I can't put it in the same tier Taco Bell. That just
Okay.
bothers me to my core.
So just me, right? I'll give you like five. Let's see if I can get five, right? So Taco Bell, Charlie's cheesesteaks, Dunkin' Donuts.
The fuck was that? Yo, that was where my mind went to. The fuck did you do to get the balloons? Go up. For the people that's listening to the episode, my man did something. Balloons went up on the screen, and a heart went up in the screen. I don't know the hearts he
I don't
did. It's
know.
working, but we are still don't know how
We're
the
figuring this out.
balloons.
I feel like we got to go through a real strict tutorial on how these gestures work on this app
Yeah,
because
the
that's a
heart
cool.
one,
That's
the
a
hearts
the
we
hard
know
one is
how
dope.
that worked, but the balloons is that I don't know what the fuck did you
I don't
just
know what I
did.
was doing. I was just
You counted. See what happens when you talk about Charlie's? Balloons just fucking come out of nowhere.
so Taco Bell, Charlie's, Dunkin' Donuts.
I mean, I wouldn't call Dunkin' Donuts fast food.
Dunkin' Donuts is bottom of the barrel though, as far as chains go. You tried it, but like
Yeah,
again,
I mean,
a Krispy Kreme donut wipes anything that Dunk, Dunkin' Donuts puts.
that's only because they have their little fresh hour and shit. But yes, okay. I mean,
You
yes,
know what I'm
but
saying?
like
You know what I mean?
this Dunkin', I can't count. That's a coffee shop chain though. I don't count that as fast food.
I'll put it there. I put it there because it's
Uh,
like breakfast fast. It's breakfast fast food.
I guess.
It's fast food
I
breakfast.
guess it's breakfast fast food. All right, we'll go with that.
All right. So what? That was three, right? Taco Bell,
Yes, you Taco Bell,
Charlie's, Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin', and Charlie's,
I'd
which is like
probably
insane.
give. I'd probably put uh KFC in there.
Oh yeah, yeah. Fair enough.
KFC is in there,
Fair
100%.
enough. I like KFC.
And
Fair
then,
enough.
hmm,
But how we ranking it though? Like 1 to 5 though.
no. I'm just putting them in a class. This is D class,
Put them in the
bottom of the barrel,
class.
bottom,
Bottom,
like the
bottom of the barrel.
bottom.
The fact that you haven't even said Arby's.
I haven't tried it, so I can't
Oh
really.
man, I've never
I
tried it
haven't tried
either.
it.
But I don't even need to try it. That's death.
Oh, got it. I got it right now. Boston Market. Boston Market is
Boss,
shit.
get the fuck out of here!
Boston
You're
Market
not putting
is
it on the
so
same level
trash.
as Taco Bell. Get out of
Boston
here.
Market
The
is
rotisserie
gross.
chicken and mac and cheese with cornbread?
Fucking gross.
No, no.
That's my
I can't.
five.
I can't agree with this.
That's my five.
The fact that you didn't name the obvious Taco Bells, Burger Kings, Wendy's in your bottom tier is insane.
Nah, because I mean I did say Taco Bell.
I mean, you didn't say Taco Bell. I'm sorry, but you didn't say Wendy's. You didn't say Burger King. You didn't say McDonald's.
All right, so I'm gonna list like the leaders of the C class. C class is like um
C
if I
class.
can't so fuck C class, I'll go to B class. B class is McDonald's,
Mm.
McDonald's,
McDonald's. Okay.
Starbucks,
Starbucks. I guess Starbucks. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna rank Dunkin', I guess you gotta rank Starbucks.
yeah, McDonald's, Starbucks, Popeyes, uh,
I love Popeyes.
Popeyes.
You think
What
Popeyes is
else?
better than KFC?
Yes, 100%, 100% better than KFC.
You said that way too fast, but I
Yeah, yeah,
respect
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's Popeyes. It's Popeyes all the way. If I had to choose, Popeyes, 100%.
it. What about chicken
Um,
sandwiches?
Popeyes.
All right. Fuck tiers. Fuck all that. 1 to 5.
All right,
One being
what I'm choosing on a daily, like
on your yeah. This is your ranking, your list.
if
I'll
I'm
give you
really
mine
gonna treat,
after.
so if I'm really gonna treat myself, number one,
Treat first of all, you're not treating yourself. You can't say you're treating yourself to any of this. This is all just treating yourself to fast food is crazy.
it's not
Saying I'm
crazy.
gonna saying I'm gonna treat myself by going to a fast food restaurant is crazy.
Yeah, but it's not. It's like a cheap treat, not like a. You don't like do it after like you just like came for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not.
What kind?
You know what I
What?
mean?
How do you celebrate with a fast food? Real quick. What's the cheap? Like you did an accomplishment. I'm gonna get a fast food restaurant. I'm gonna get a fast food thing. What's the thing?
New job.
Oh,
But I feel like if you work in corporate, then you go to like a restaurant. But if you do like blue collar stuff, you could celebrate with a
I think if you just did your first Switch stream, which we have now, the Anything Goes podcast,
yes
Anything
sir,
Goes gaming. If you did your
yes
first
sir.
Switch stream, you just get off Twitch. That's how you treat
Five
yourself to a
guys,
nice fast
five
food
guys,
joint.
five guys, five guys.
All right, so
Yep.
listen, 1 to 5. Go ahead.
All right, so Five Guys is at
That's
number
one.
one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but see, I guess that's considered fast food. I don't consider it fast food, but I guess
Now
it's considered fast food because
if
they
I'm
make
going
it
like
in front of you and shit. So
yeah,
I
that's what I'm
can't.
saying.
You know what's fast food to me is when they pull the shelf out and they take the burger out the shelf, like how they do at McDonald's and Burger King.
Yeah,
That's fast food burgers to me.
yeah,
That's
but
fast food.
I'm
Not
talking
if they chef
Lux,
it up in front of you.
like Lux. Lux for me, number one has to be number one. Five Guys. Then I'm going Popeyes. Then right after that, McDonald's. Then after that, last one, right? No,
No,
this is
you
number
just said three. You
four,
said
four, four. So number four, I would go Krispy Kreme.
mm,
Number five, Starbucks.
mm, okay. The Shake Shack counts as fast food. I don't get it.
Yeah, it does. It does.
You know, I'm not gonna count it. When I'm gonna go bottom of the barrel fast foods is what I'm gonna go. Number one, even though the other day, this is how I know it's bad. It made me throw up, like real talk. It really made me throw up.
Damn.
Wendy's.
Really?
That shit. I
I
had a
never
baconator the other day. I had a
never had a bad
baconator on a
experience.
Friday night. That shit made me throw the fuck up twice.
Damn. Were you
Um,
like drunk?
no, I was sober as a motherfucker. Oh, I wasn't sober as a
Damn.
motherfucker. I had some wine, but I was sober. I was sober.
Oh yeah, that's pretty sober.
Um, so Wendy's is definitely number one. And this would be count as a fast food joint, but I'm the halal carts. Get the chicken over rice or the gyros, some of the corn.
I don't think they bottom of the barrel
All right,
though.
I'm not. Yeah, you're right. They're
I
not
think
bottom of the barrel. They're
there's
not
probably
bottom of the barrel. They're pretty good. They're pretty good.
that's C class. That's C class shit.
That's what you call bottom of the barrel, though. C class was your version of bottom of the
Nah,
barrel.
D is bottom of the
D.
barrel.
Okay. Wait, so you putting halal carts in the same level as Taco Bell?
No, I put bottom of the barrel D.
I could have sworn you put Taco Bell in
No 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 no
C.
no 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 no
I'm
no.
about to say,
We're
don't do
kind of
that.
all
Halal
over the
carts be
place.
in. I had that today.
We're kind of all over the place with the ranking and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
But
definitely. So
100%,
Wendy's one. I'm gonna go Taco Bell two. You gotta have it
yeah.
drunk or hot. You can't have it sober.
Yeah, you
Like if you
gotta
have it
have
sober,
it
you a straight heathen
intoxicated.
with your food. You know. Yeah, got it. Yeah, no taste buds whatsoever. Um, yeah, that's 2. 3. Listen, the 20-piece nuggets from McDonald's while you're smacked.
That's insane.
Can't get mad at that.
Can't.
Number 4, you probably haven't had it, and this is really stretching it. But the burgers from Dairy Queen,
I have.
that fucking stretch your asshole when you shit.
Comes
Yeah,
out like a brick.
yeah, Dairy Queen, and then they give you that milkshake too, and that just fucks it up even more. And
You
then
know what
number
used to make?
5, huh?
Go ahead. Give your last one. My bad.
And then number 5, I don't know if this is bottom of the barrel, but a Burger King Whopper when you're smacked.
I'm not a fan of Burger King, so I'll agree with that.
I'm not either, but when you're smacked, it gets the job done. You get a Whopper, it gets the job done. Can't get mad at it. I
Hmm.
used to like the long ass chicken sandwiches.
Yeah.
That shit used to be the shit. But yeah, that's my ranking, man. I'm going Wendy's, Taco Bell. Uh, yeah, this is so bad. I don't even fucking remember my list that I just
Yeah.
named a minute ago. But that's my list. I don't recommend anybody eat from these places. They should all shut down. They won't shut down,
Yeah.
but they are what they are.
I mean, they've just been kicking garbage for just way too long, and people just keep
They've been making money. They've been taking advantage of the
minding that
bums.
shit.
They've been taking. You ever been
Yeah.
to a McDonald's at 4 in the morning?
Hmm.
That'll make you reevaluate your life. Because there's just bums sleeping all over the place. It's like the 125th Street train station. If you've never been there, you know. If you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. It's just bum central. But then McGriddle's hit. But it's just bum central at a 4 o'clock McDonald's. 2 o'clock Taco Bell, though? Straight out the club? Straight out the bar? Lit time. Lit ass time.
Especially the cantinas, like
They don't. Yeah.
the
Actually, yeah.
fancier
It's
Taco Bell,
so
because
fucking lit.
the fancier Taco Bells actually sell alcohol.
Oh, I know. Oh, I
Hmm.
know. Yeah, and they have happy hour too.
Oh shit,
Yo, you know how much of a degenerate you have to be like, yo, let's go to happy hour. Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
That is such
I
degenerate
feel like
shit.
I feel like you go there when you just started drinking.
That is such yo. Nah, taking a
But
date to Taco Bell for happy hour is crazy.
insane. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Anything Goes podcast. Uh,
I'm still in the mood to rank shit. I want to ask you about this other ranking that I want to talk about real quick.
go ahead. Shoot.
So we just passed Halloween.
Okay.
What is your ranking of the holidays and the quote unquote couple holidays? Because you know there's holidays and there's couple holidays, which is usually almost the same thing.
All right. So, what would you qualify as a couple holiday?
Halloween, because you go out with your girl, your boy, whatever, your
Okay,
partner.
so you're actually talking about like holidays that you consider you should be spending that with your significant other.
Yeah, I mean we're not calling fucking Flag Day a holiday, even though it's technically a holiday, but you don't spend that with your significant other.
Yeah.
But you know the holidays, like you spend Halloween, let's match, let's do this, or Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Um,
I think the best holiday for couples is Christmas.
Christmas.
I think that that's the best. Oh, I
Even
mean,
well,
you some.
that's
I
very
mean,
controversial.
obvious. I mean, the most obvious thing would probably be Valentine's Day,
That's what I'd say. Controversial.
but I feel like Christmas is better than Valentine's Day because it's like there's a real like with Valentine's Day, you got the hearts and you got the flowers and you got the this and you got the that, but like a Christmas in a house with like you and your significant other, it's
Well,
like
that's not fair. You're coming from a different perspective than many people. You live with your girl. It's different.
yeah, but I still feel like even though like all right, put it this way, even if I didn't live with my girl, let's say I wanted to get that feeling, right? So let's say for like if Christmas was on a weekend, I would get us an Airbnb, maybe in like a maybe in like a cabin
Sounds nasty.
or just like a nice house, nice small
Yeah.
house, very intimate or whatever, and to set the mood or like to get that in that Christmas spirit. Um, I mean, you wouldn't buy DVDs now because you got Disney Plus or whatever and blah blah blah. And usually these Airbnbs or cabins come with amenities and TVs and such.
Bring the fire
So
smoke.
or that, but I put on Christmas movies, right? Christmas movies on the TV.
Real
Then
quick,
I'd
best Christmas movie. Real quick. We don't have to get into a big
me
conversation.
personally, Nightmare Before Christmas. That's my shit.
Okay.
If
I was
not, if I had to do something that was like live action, Elf.
yes, motherfucker. That's what I was
Yes,
about to say. That's mine.
Elf.
I was about to say that.
Elf is the shit.
Do
Elf
you
is the
consider
shit.
Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Huh?
Do you consider Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Do I consider Die Hard a Christmas movie?
The first
Um,
one,
I
obviously.
never really watched. I never. I don't. I wasn't like
Never seen the
watching Die
classic
Hard
Die
like it.
Hard? I'm talking like
No,
I've.
I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it.
Oh.
But I don't like. I don't see it every Christmas. So you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, yeah,
then I
yeah,
would
yeah.
say no. But
But Elf is that shit. Elf is that
so I would
shit.
have that. I would have that playing on the TV. Then I would get matching like Christmas morning, Christmas Day pajamas or whatever,
Oh,
Christmas
onesies
Eve
all the way.
pajamas, so that we could onesies 100%. Then you buy a cookie set. You make some cookies. You guys get in the baking mood together and stuff like that. And then
What kind of cookies?
maybe you guys sugar cookie.
Okay.
It's a light Christmas cookie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Sugar
yeah.
cookie. You could do that with anything. You could have that with some hot chocolate, or you could have that with whatever it is your drink of choice. Um,
Coquito.
then coquito.
We Puerto Ricans. Come on
You
now.
could have that.
Coquito,
Yeah, you
coquito.
could have that with coquito. Um, there's just so many different things that you could do, and I feel like on Valentine's Day, it's just for like buying flowers, taking the person out to eat. Usually, you're only getting the girl a Valentine's Day gift, and then
You
you
ever
just
got a
fuck.
Valentine's Day gift before, like a real one?
Yeah.
What's the best one?
Um, I don't know. My wife always gets me a little something for
I've
Valentine's
you know
Day.
I've never like I've like gotten the basics, but I've never really gotten a Valentine's Day gift.
Really?
You know, yeah, story of my life.
I've never gotten flowers for a Valentine's Day gift. It's always been like a nice chain or like a nice shirt or a bracelet, like something real
Mm-hmm.
small.
Okay,
But well, not real small, but you know what I'm saying, like not like a
we gotta you
like
gotta word it correctly because then you're gonna have a conversation after this
yeah,
podcast.
yeah, yeah.
What'd you say?
More
What'd you say, Freddie?
not as grand as
Yeah,
like what
yeah.
my you know what I'm saying,
See, this is the
but
thing. Tightrope, tightrope. What we
yeah, yeah.
saying?
But I think that the best holiday for couples in general is just Christmas, and then if not Christmas, Thanksgiving.
That's another thing I was gonna say. Because I was gonna
Thanksgiving.
ask you, because whatever you what you just said for Christmas requires money.
Uh-huh.
Because not everybody can rent a cabin in the woods and do
hmm
all that. Like that's great, and we all want to do that with our significant other, but not everybody can do that.
I mean, but that's for people that don't like live together.
You saying if you're broke, fuck off. Brokies can't do this
No,
shit.
if you live together, then you can do all of those things in the comfort of your own home or your own apartment, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
you know, or
Thanksgiving.
or
Talk to me about Thanksgiving because that's the next holiday coming up.
hmm I'm eating fucking everything.
But like you said, that's the second list of thanks of couples holidays. So
Yeah,
your ranking so far is Christmas one, Thanksgiving two.
yeah.
Why
Uh,
Thanksgiving two?
so I think Thanksgiving too because it's like Thanksgiving you get to be around family and friends, and you also get to bring your significant other around your family and your friends that
We
you
don't really
care
bring.
about a lot.
We don't really hang out with friends on Thanksgiving. You do it around it. You obviously like if you do a
Well,
friendsgiving, you do
I mean,
Friendsgiving.
it
But I'm talking about the
depends. I
day
mean,
of.
some people have friends that are close enough that I mean, my mom
Yeah,
and my dad, they have friends that they've known since fucking they were really young that, come
they come
around
over
during
for
the,
the actual Thanksgiving dinner.
yeah, though, well, now that I mean, the family is really huge. So sometimes, you go and you see some family for like the morning, and then for the nighttime, you go and you see like your real immediate family. So I
Yeah,
mean, at least that's
that's
that's what I do. and that's what my family is like accustomed to. So like we'll go to like somebody else's house in the morning. Usually we'll, there'll be, like my mom, she'll be like, okay, I'll do a Thanksgiving morning. So in Thanksgiving morning, she'll kind of have like coffee and like little pastries and finger foods and stuff like that, just so it's like lighter
Oh
in the
yeah, do it,
morning.
do it. Your family celebrates. They love each
And
other.
then,
I
yeah,
would
and
relate.
then for usually Thanksgiving dinner, we just go to whoever's house is that's willing to host it with the bigger house.
This is actually to my second. All right, so this actually leads to another question. How do you and Teresa or your wife? Well, everybody knows you, Teresa. If you've listened to the podcast, you know her name.
Yeah.
You and Teresa. Like, how do y'all split it? Do you spend like, cause like, do you spend like the morning at one family's house, the night at one family's house? Cause there's couples out here that are still figuring out, like first time couples listening to this podcast. Maybe even this their first Thanksgiving together. How do they split it up? Do they spend like 2 hours at one family, 2 hours at the other family, the morning at one
Hmm.
family, night at one family? What if both families celebrate at night? It's a conundrum.
So it's good because, like I said, my family is very big on figuring out who's going to do the morning and who's going to do the night. And they're pretty much comfortable with both.
But
You know what I
that's
mean?
your family. You're you have another whole other family to think about too.
Her
Unless you
family does her family does it as well.
okay, continue. I'm gonna let you keep going. So like, all right.
So
So
that
let for
so
example,
that's what
let
I'm
me ask you
saying.
a question.
It
Your
makes
parents
it
were not
it
together, right? They do two different
uh-huh.
family. They do two different
Uh-huh.
Thanksgivings.
Uh-huh.
I'm assuming you attend both, or no?
No.
Well, maybe not this year, but I don't know how you usually do. So do you
Um
usually attend
okay.
your sorry, you attend your family in the morning and then your wife's in at night? Do you attend like
Or we
how do you
switch.
attend families? Switch it.
Yeah, so usually maybe like a month or two before actual, Thanksgiving, we'll kind of try to figure out who's gonna do what in the morning and who's gonna do what at night. And then if my family's doing something in the morning, then we'll go to my family. And if her family's doing something at night, then we'll go to her family. Or if her, what I'm saying, it's just,
Do both families coordinate?
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so that's the
We
answer.
coordinate between both families to figure out how we're gonna, do it.
So
Sometimes
it's
my
only
mom, like, sometimes my mom, like my mom and my dad's family are like still
yeah.
talk to each other. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
So like sometimes my mom will still go over to like my dad's sister's house and stuff like that.
oh,
Um,
that's nice. That's cool. I mean,
yeah,
I
because
like to see good
they grew up.
relationship.
My mom and my dad literally have known each other since kindergarten.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's a true story right there. It's a true love story.
yeah. Didn't end that way,
I
but
mean, they produced a kid. Success was going to be a successful podcaster and shit. So like,
yeah,
I guess
but
it is a true love story.
it's not hard. It's not hard for us to coordinate. But I guess if I had to give advice to somebody else, then I would say, just try and figure it out early. Like, I want you could. I mean, I kind of did it for my family too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, I kind of want my wife to be around, so and I don't want to have to split up between, two families or whatever. So why doesn't, you know, I would ask my mom, are you okay with like just doing something for the morning instead? And usually she says yes because she knows how easier it is. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do so much extra cooking. And then she just winds up, when she's done with her morning, she just goes to somebody else's house. And she knows she only has to bring a dish instead of making like three dishes to feed people.
Real quick, why is it the second? Just because you get
Because
to
you get to bring your significant other around your family, you know what I'm saying, and cross mingle and you know what I'm saying, and just get into that real family oriented spirit.
okay.
And
Third,
then third I would put Valentine's Day, obviously.
most people put that one.
Yeah, no.
You said
I would
obviously, like it's like
well, obviously because it has to be in the list
does
somehow.
it though? I think I think Valentine's Day and Halloween is so overrated. Even though
I think
I still partake in both.
I would
Like
definitely put Halloween at
Rufus.
number 4 for a couple holidays because it's like, okay, cool, you're wearing like matching or coordinated costumes, but like, who cares? You know what I mean?
But here's the thing: so somebody cares, and it's usually there's always one person in a relationship that usually cares. Most of the time, not every relationship is like that, obviously, but there's always somebody. Oh, babe, what should we go this year? We should go as a. What
Hmm.
should do this year? Like what did you do this year?
So we were supposed to go to a Halloween party, and she was gonna be Darth Vader, and I was gonna be a stormtrooper. So she kept telling
That'd have been
everybody
cute.
that I was. So
That'd have
when
been dope.
she just kept telling everybody that I was gonna be her bitch.
I mean, we usually are, but
Thank God I had to work that day.
yeah, that's what's up. I
But
didn't do
yeah,
shit.
I actually saw someone wearing the costume that you had when I got completely shit faced at that Halloween party.
You saw somebody dressed as a big skeleton with a skeleton with a big ass dick.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
somebody stole my
I
shit.
don't know, every time I see that, I always be like, that guy's a fake, man. That's David's costume.
That's right. That is it. You stole my jacket. You stole my shit.
Yeah,
Nobody
stole
can
your
wear
whole
the big
swag.
dick skeleton like I can.
Nah,
I might
nobody.
bring it out again next year. I might find where they sell that and then bring it out.
Do it.
I'm
Do
gonna
it.
do it. It's
That is your.
always been my
If you
dream to do an
if you wore
anything goes
that
podcast
costume,
Halloween show
I would
and
love to
like
do
a
that.
live show, but like everybody has to dress up in costume and like do a live show with DJs and shit.
We're gonna get there, brother.
We're gonna get there, no doubt. But it's my I'm not gonna say it's my dream. It's my goal. That's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I want it to happen.
yeah,
But I'm glad you thought that way, man. I'm glad you thought that way.
yeah, man. Every
Um,
time I see that costume, I'll be like, yo, bro, that's David.
that is me. Nobody can do skeleton and a big dick like me. Nobody.
Nah.
I don't give a fuck who it is.
And
That
like and like you wore that costume with such great comedic timing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, because every
Like
time I
you
saw
weren't
somebody,
you weren't just flipping that dick for anyone,
no, no, I
and you
flipped it
weren't
for
just
people
doing,
that
and you
deserve
weren't,
to get to see the big dick.
yeah, yeah,
If you
exactly,
deserve to see the big dick, you saw the big dick.
and you weren't just doing it immediately either.
No, I waited, and you slowly saw it rise up from the dead, from the floor,
Yeah,
and then you just saw it flap, and then my big cock, just right there,
yeah.
the
I
big
remember
white
when you,
cock.
I remember when you did it when I got there, and I was sitting,
Yeah,
and you walked up and you were like, "Yo, man, what's up?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, what's going on?" And then I just seen a fucking thing just like flap in my face, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck is that, yo?"
yeah, man.
You
That's
were like,
also that's how I greeted everybody.
you
It's
were
like,
like, "Chill,
yo,
dude, it's my dick."
exactly, touch it nicely,
Yeah.
foreskin, circumcised. That's how I've been.
Then I got aggressively drunk, and then just kept trying to like pull it off of your
Yeah, you
body.
definitely broke it, but it just is like how it went. You definitely broke my dick that night.
Wow.
Yeah, somebody had to. I'm glad it was you. So,
Hmm.
but we go. What did we go? You went Christmas 1, Thanksgiving 2, Valentine's Day 3, Halloween 4. I'm with you with Halloween being fourth. Halloween is the most overrated holiday of all time. It is just a big dick big well, funny.
It's a it's just a dick swinging competition
Exactly. And
the
I've
whole night.
partaken in that. I've seen my big dick in the past.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Number
Three
5.
three I'm gonna go Thanksgiving. Four I'm gonna go Thanksgiving, I mean.
Yeah.
There's no five. What is five? Like what are you gonna put five? New Year's Eve?
Mm, yeah. New Year's Eve,
New Year's
because
Eve is a big it's a party day.
you got the people proposing to their significant other and
I would
fucking.
never. That is so yo.
That's
People
what I'm
that
saying.
propose to
So shit.
significant others at like sporting events on New Year's Eve should kill themselves. But like they
Take it
should
easy.
like what the fuck? Like why are you doing that? That is so
Yeah. Nah.
tacky.
For real.
That
Yeah.
is so
I
tacky.
feel like that's why that holiday is shit.
I'm so stupid. I was about to ask you how would you propose to your girl? Like you've never done it before, but you've obviously done it before.
I tell you that I did it, but it didn't happen the way I wanted it to happen.
Oh, we gotta hear this then, bro. We gotta hear this.
So I had this, I had a plan,
As we all do.
and the plan was to, I was working at boats at the time, so I was gonna take her, out to dinner on one of the smaller boats, just so it's, a lot smaller, a lot more intimate or whatever, and then kind of just do it on the boat.
Just
ain't
you two,
nothing
or like
big.
with other people there?
Yeah, other people there,
Like
because I'm not
people
like a
that
big.
yeah, like you knew, or like just strangers?
I wanted to invite her mom, my dad. Her mom, her dad, my mom, my dad.
Yeah.
Um, just to be. I put it this way: I had an idea, it never really came to fruition. Right? It was gonna be a big, not a big grand thing, but it would have been like definitely like proposal worthy. You know what I'm saying? And so I bought the ring, and then when I bought the ring, I told Teresa's mom, said, "Hey, I want to propose to Teresa, and I'm asking your hand, for your permission,
Hmm.
and I want to ask for her dad's permission, to ask her to marry me."
Do you even ask the mother though? I know you asked the father
You
for
don't,
sure.
you don't have to,
I
but
know you
I
asked the
just,
father for sure. The father
yeah,
you definitely have to
yeah,
ask,
for
but the
sure, yeah.
mother really?
So, I went and I went to, to see Teresa, whatever, but I asked and I told her, I said, "Hey, I bought the ring, but before I do anything, I want to ask for your permission." And then, her dad was getting out of work a little bit later, so I wanted to ask her, him too. So, and Teresa was there in the house, so she didn't like really know what was going on. But she did know that like I was planning to propose at some point and whatever, because we were
How'd she
looking
know
to
that?
move in with each other, and she knew
What does that mean?
that.
I'm sorry. I'm cutting you off. Continue.
No, 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 no. You're good. You're good. She knew that like if we weren't like married or at least like engaged, her parents would have been more against her moving in with me. So I didn't do it for the reason of her moving in with me, because I was already gonna do it anyway. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Okay.
So I figured, well, we're looking to move into each other with each other. I want to marry you anyway. So yeah, why not now? Fuck it. So when I went over there, I asked her mom.
How old are you?
There at the time, I think I was already 21,
Damn.
21, 22.
Okay.
So yeah, so I asked her mom. Her mom said yeah. Then she was like, well, her dad is coming home at like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, or whatever. So when he gets home, you can ask him. So they're waiting all the time. Blah blah blah. I had the ring with me, but I
That's
had her
scary
mom.
shit.
But I had her mom holding the ring because I didn't want to lose it.
Mm.
Like so. So and then her dad came, and then Teresa's mom like sent her to the room to look for something to give me the space to like ask him. So I said, look, I just want to ask if you know
For
I
your
want to
daughter's
propose
hand in marriage.
your daughter's hand in marriage. Like I want to propose to her. Obviously, not right now, but I want that permission. And he
Yeah.
was like, okay, so then do it.
Right then
And
and there.
so then I looked at her mom and I was like, I know he
Wait,
said yeah, but he's also saying for me to do it.
like did he
I
mean
don't.
right then and there?
So that's where I was confused, and I was like, yeah, no, I don't want to do it right now, but
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
I'm
no.
asking you if I
Mhm.
can. And he was like, yeah. So if you're gonna do it now. And I'm like,
Mhm.
I looked at her again, and she was like, yeah. She was like, if you're gonna ask, typically you would like do it in that moment. And I was like,
Wait, really?
oh. I was like, I didn't know that, but
I mean,
okay.
I'm finding that out now, right now. I didn't know I was
I said,
either.
okay. I mean, I didn't know that because I'm asking, I had to do it right now, but whatever. So Teresa ended up coming back into the room. Her mom gave me the ring, and then I kind of just proposed to her right there on the couch.
I would that I'm getting scared even thinking about that. That sounds nerve wracking to a
It
mother.
was. It was 100%
Ooh,
nerve-wracking because I was not prepared whatsoever to be doing it right there. I think I
yeah,
was wearing like sweatpants, t-shirts, and a t-shirt, and Teresa was already in her like pajamas, and I just proposed. So and then
and she
after
said,
I proposed, and she obviously said yes,
yeah.
her dad was just like, "Oh, well, what was your plan to like propose?" And I was like, "Well, this wasn't it." And he was like, "Oh,
No,
well, you."
yeah.
He was like, "Oh, well, then if you would have told me your plan, then you could have done it later." And I'm like, I did. I did say that. I said I didn't have a plan,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Oh, well, yeah, I would have just waited. Too fucking late now. The ring is on the finger. You know what I mean? Like, you can't really take that back."
Bro,
So yeah,
I feel like I
that's that
just
story.
heard like a narrative. I feel like I just heard an audiobook where like they were getting to something very intense, and I'm getting nervous thinking about it. Like I'm just picturing all. I just put myself in your shoes and imagining talking to somebody and then being like, "You got to do this now," and I'm like, "Wait, what? Huh? Fuck? Huh?" Like I'd just be stuttering,
That's
like, "Fuck?
that's
Huh? What? Now? Huh?"
that's exactly how it was.
Shit, man. I
Yeah,
mean, but also, I guess if you look at the other way, sometimes we just need to get that push, you know? I guess. I mean, you had the plan already. You were going to do it. But sometimes you just got to rip the band aid. I don't know, man. Fuck. But it worked.
yeah,
It worked out.
it
It,
worked.
it
It
worked
worked. It
out.
all worked
Like,
out. Let's talk about how shit interviews are. So I feel like I'm a very good interviewee, but I've been told that I don't speak
you interview.
about myself well.
Because you're humbled, man.
Like I feel like I've been told that I downplay myself too much. And I feel like I don't
Ooh.
like but when I'm in the moment and I'm like speaking to an interviewer about me, I feel like I feel like I'm selling myself because you obviously are, but it's like I
But it's
don't
a.
I'm not trying to sell someone an expectation. I'm
To
trying
put
to
in the
sell
context
someone
for
who
people
I
that don't
actually am.
know, to people that don't know what we're talking about right now, we're talking about job interviews.
Yeah, yeah.
Freddie right now is saying that he doesn't think he sells himself well in job interviews.
Yeah, I'm always told that like I don't like I downplay my skills and like what I can do.
Do you have an example?
So like put it this way, like I'm technically a mechanic engineer,
Talk that
but
shit,
I
flex it.
don't have formal training. So I never went to school for it. I
I
never
see how you downplayed it already.
yeah,
I can see. You know how
and
I
and
see it
and
already? You know
and
how I
and I
see it
could see
already? Because you
how
used one word to downplay yourself already. You used one word. You said technically. You are. Why are you saying technically?
because I haven't had any formal training like
But you are a
school
mechanic, so fuck
or
the
any
training.
certificates.
But you are one. So why say
Yeah, but you
technically?
see, like I feel like me consciously in my mind, like I do feel like I'm a mechanic. I feel like I can do it, but I don't want to discredit anyone that actually has put the time into like going to school and like getting the training and you know what
Who's
I'm
this?
saying? Like
What's discrediting them by saying what you are?
especially if I'm interviewing if the especially if the person that's interviewing me comes from going to school and doing it that way.
If they thought that way, they wouldn't even interview you, man. We all got listen. We gotta eat in this world, and we all gotta fuck the other person sometimes. You're a mechanic. No need to use the word technically. No matter if you've been to training,
Okay.
school, whatever, you are a mechanic. You're a mechanic. Say you're a mechanic. Technically, we kill that word. Shoot that word out the window.
Okay.
Fuck what? Fuck if this. Yo, it doesn't even matter if the person you talk to went to Harvard mechanic school. I don't know if that's a thing, but you know what I'm trying to say. You're a
Hmm.
mechanic. Just say it. Don't gotta say
Yeah.
technically.
And again,
That's how
I
I
do
noticed you
I
downplayed
do
yourself.
believe
Because I
I
wouldn't say
do
that.
believe in I do believe in myself and I do believe in my ability. I just don't like I don't feel like I've earned the title yet. That's
But
what
you
it is.
are it. You are it. Earned what? Listen, at the end of the day, interviews. I feel like at an interview, you ever. So I used to be an actor, right? And
Like
when
this
you
is
go to an
nice.
act, when you go for auditions and shit, it's everybody in the room dressed the same for the same part, and you gotta
Hmm.
sell yourself. When you're going up there, you're selling yourself. You're selling yourself. You're selling yourself. You're selling yourself. We're all just, fuck that person. Fuck that person. You're selling yourself. Fuck it. Again, fuck it. Who cares? Harvard, no Harvard. Yale, no Yale. BMCC, no BMCC. You're a
Yeah, if you're
mechanic.
good, you're
You're
good.
this. You're there.
Yeah.
You're there. You're there. You done it. You done it. You done it.
Hmm.
So stop using the word technically and sell
Okay.
yourself. We should all. We should
Okay.
all. I think everybody should fucking lie in their interviews. To be honest with you, I think we should all fucking big up ourselves and say we've done shit and make it sound like we've done more than we've ever done in the past. And like
Yeah, but then
enhance our job like what we've done. If you've done customer service, say you're a marketer. Say you've done marketing. Do shit like that. It sounds better. Have you done marketing? Probably not, but it sounds better. And you've done some form of marketing. Just do shit like that. Cause fuck it.
yeah,
Like
I
everybody's
just
lying.
feel
Nobody's telling the fucking truth.
I just feel I also feel like when you do stuff like that too, it's like
That person ain't feeling bad about you. You know.
huh?
You might feel bad, but the other person that's interviewing and lying about their skills ain't, or not telling the truth about not telling the truth about their like training. They don't feel bad about you.
Yeah. I just feel like I would hate to get put in a situation where I like get caught with my pants down. And getting caught with my pants down is a metaphor for like let's say, okay, yeah, what do you do? I'm a mechanic. Okay, so that means you can rebuild things and rebuild engines and blah blah, blah. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, rebuild that engine for me. And then I'm just like, well, I've never rebuilt that before, so I don't know how to do it. And then they're just like, okay, well, I thought you said you're a mechanic.
If they if they hired you, guess who would look like the doofus? The person that hired you, and they wouldn't want you to look bad. So then they would fucking do shit to make. They would train you. Like there's no way. If you get caught with your pants down, then you get caught with your pants down. But that's not gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. I truly don't
You're a
think it's
good,
gonna happen.
you're a good motivational speaker, dude. You're speaking to me, but you're speaking to
I'm
the
speaking to the
audience.
world, man. This is a do or die world. I'm speaking from the people from the bottom of the barrel. Listen, I'm in the Bronx. I take the 2 train every day. That shit is you see the bottom of the barrel every day on that train. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Your passenger, Prince. Is difference.
So if you had to, besides selling yourself, if you have you done a lot of interviews in your day, like as
I
far
would
as
say
like job
I
interviews?
don't know if I've done a lot, but I've done a good amount. I don't know what's a lot, but I've done an amount.
So what do you think is the best thing that a person could do for themselves in a job interview, besides like knowing how to sell themselves, and say the appropriate verbiage in order to get, you're selling yourself across better. But like, what's a tip or a trick that you do for yourself to kind of like get prepared for a job interview that you really want?
Convince yourself that you already have the job and you're confident.
So how do you do that for yourself?
If we speak with confidence, then the person that you're speaking to will believe you and they will work with you.
Hmm.
They'll work with you with your shortcomings. If you like, even if your training is not all the way there, if you're confident, they'll believe that you are willing to get the job done and they'll work with you. And
I
man,
feel like
the person that hires you don't want to look bad. They
yeah,
don't want to look bad,
I feel like
so
I
they'll
do a
help you
good
get the training you need.
I feel like I do a good job with that. Like when they ask me certain questions, I'll be like, yeah, I've done this before, I've done that. I know how to do this, I know how to do that. And then when it comes time to like really breaking down like my responsibilities or things that I've done and stuff and like have to talk about that, I'm good with like saying that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And having that speak for itself. But I don't know. I just feel like and when I do interviews, I'm just like, hey man, like I'm looking. I'll tell them like, hey man, I'm really looking for somewhere where I can grow my skills and become more of an official mechanic and a real
But that's the
structured.
thing. That's another way you're downplaying yourself. Why use the word? Why say I want to be an official mechanic? You're already an official mechanic. You don't have to say I want to be an official
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
mechanic. You
yeah, yeah.
already are official mechanic.
Okay, so then yeah, I guess it is. It's the
That's where
words that
you're
I say
downplaying.
then.
That's where you're downplaying yourself.
Yeah, and I guess
Just
I get confused with
own
not
your shit.
confused. Yeah.
Own your shit. Own your shit. Own where you are. Everybody has different routes in life. Some people are trust fund babies. Some people went to community college. Some people went to 4 year schools. Some people didn't even go to school. But like you're still where you want to be. You're a mechanic. Even if you haven't done the schooling, the training, that's what you want to be. Don't say I'm trying to be this, I'm trying to be an official this. Technically, like that's where you are downplaying yourself. So I agree with whoever said this to you. I agree with them. If that's what you have
Yeah.
been saying in interviews, which I guess you have been because you've said it on the podcast.
Yeah, I
Very
mean,
specific.
I tried to stay away from those words like for this interview, and obviously, I feel like it worked out well. Um,
You got the job already, so what are we talking about?
but yeah, man, I tried to just be fucking like, I don't know, man. I don't like anybody giving me shit for anything. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of just like to stay in my lane, be honest, and be like real about my actual capabilities. But
Listen,
also like,
honesty is key.
I guess I try and I guess I come off as too humble. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that's like a
Sometimes you gotta flex
douchey,
the big dick in
and I
the
don't know if
interview,
that's
man.
like a douchey. I don't know if that's like a douchey thing to say, but it's just like,
Doesn't look at you downplaying yourself again. Douchey way of being too humble. How does that make sense? How's it being douche to be too humble? It's supposed to be a good thing to be humble, not douchey.
yeah.
So
But
there's
I've
another
come,
way interview you down. There's another instance of you downplaying yourself.
yeah.
Don't downplay
You're
yourself.
a good, you're a good friend, dude. Everybody needs an unstable mind to
Yeah.
really teach them how to stable the mind. You know what I mean?
Listen, I just try to help people realize that you're the shit. Whether of what you've been through, like school training is such bullshit, man. It's not the reps like you don't need that to be successful in life or to feel like you're an official like that. Like, do you
Yeah,
feel like
and that
do you downplay yourself because you haven't been to school, or you haven't been like done the
I
proper
just feel
stuff?
like
Like you because you
I just understand. I understand the value of someone putting themselves through proper schooling to get them to a certain place. You know what
schooling
I'm
is.
saying?
But here's the thing though.
And I
Here's the
know
thing
that
though.
schooling. I know that there could be a gray area with schooling, like you're saying, and I get that. But coming from a person that like I finished high school, but like I didn't go to a trade school. I didn't put myself in a trade
You've been
school. I
working
didn't
in the
go to
same
like a
industry
college.
since what age? 18, 19?
Yeah,
And you're what now?
25,
All right. That's 6 years right there. That is more than school. You've been putting in the work for 6 years.
7.
Seven, whatever. Who gives a fuck? 7 years. You've been putting in the work for 7 years. Wait, 19 to 26? Yeah, that's seven. Yeah. Yeah, you've been putting in the work for 7 years. Like, that is training. Like,
I guess. Yeah, no, you're right. Hey man,
sometimes it's better to to
yeah,
learn on the job
in
itself
the field, yeah.
than yeah in the field than in the school. Like you think, listen, if you give me I want to be a filmmaker one day. If you told me you have the choice of going to college and getting your degree in film school or being on fucking set with Martin Scorsese, and training with him for 7 years, I'd fucking pick the Martin Scorsese and fuck college. To be honest with you,
Mhm.
like you've been
No,
in the
I think
trenches
I've
for seven
definitely,
years.
yeah. I think I've definitely learned, and I've had people tell me that too. Like, yo, bro, you're definitely in a way better position because you're in the field already. Like, you're just
Exactly.
doing it. You know what I
What
mean?
I want you to do is to lose the words like official, technically. Like get them out your vocabulary. Don't say I'm technically not or technically this or I'm trying to be an official. You are. Like don't ever say those words again, bro. Fist bump.
Fucking killed it, dude.
Try to, man. Fucking
This is the motivational speaking section of the podcast
podcast. Yeah,
that
I don't
people
even
don't
need
really
to do
get
a
to see,
quote today.
and it's kind of surprising that it's coming from you. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I don't even know what the fuck that means, but I'm taking that shit.
Because it's like you're not you don't, to me, like if I was just meeting you for the first time, you don't you don't give me the face of like, hey man, I'm stable and I
I
know
look
what's like
depressed
going
as
on.
fuck.
You don't look depressed, you just look like you've been through some shit.
That's exactly what
and
I'm telling you.
you're currently still going through some
Oh
shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh man, yes, still going through that shit to the day, to the minute. But
Yeah,
I just, I'm more of a giver. I'll let like whatever positive energy I have, or like if I see somebody needs strength, I'm gonna give it to you,
yeah,
and like I'm gonna give it to you, which
yeah.
I just did.
You know how to give positive reinforcement.
Yeah, man. Like fuck that.
Do
Remember,
you know how to like give it to yourself
Brody. Want to move on to the next
without
subject? Want to move on to the next subject?
without using like drugs and alcohol?
You want to move on to the
the
next
way the
subject real
way
quick? Let's move on to the next subject real quick. While we on
the
this,
way the way you just smiled and just was like, ah, damn, I don't even
yeah, man. I mean, listen.
what are we talking about here?
Listen. I'll say this though. A lot of us. This should be my quote, but I'm gonna say it now. A lot of us gotta take our own advice. There's
Yeah,
a lot of people that give advice that don't take their own
yep.
advice.
Hmm.
I'm one of them. So,
What do you think? What do you think makes it hard for people to do that? Because
because it's
sometimes,
easy. It's easy.
I know a lot of people like that
It's
too.
easy to look at. It's easy to help somebody, but it's not easy to help ourselves. It's easy
Yeah,
to
but
watch. It's easy to
I don't
watch a
understand
burning
why
building
that.
go down, but to be in one ourselves, I don't know. That's a good representation.
I just don't understand why. You know what I'm saying? Like if I knew the solution to a problem and I came across that same problem for myself, why would I throw that solution out of the window? Is it because and I understand that
Everybody's monsters is different.
there's some like solutions that or there's some advice that people give to you or to another, you know, just there's advice, there's some advice that people give about certain situations that are very cut and dry when you're looking at it from the perspective of you not being in it and just the outside looking in. But like the reason people struggle making those decisions is because like they're in the shit, they're in the situation, and they want to come out of that situation unscathed, but they also don't want, if there's another party involved, they don't want to hurt that other party. You know what I'm saying? Like they kind of wish that the problem would just melt away and they don't need the advice.
Mm,
But sometimes the
that's kind of
advice
a
you
that's.
give,
I don't even shit. I like that melt metaphor you just said. That was a good one.
right? Because
I
it's,
liked it.
I mean, I've definitely been in situations where I'm just like, damn, man, like I know how to get myself out of this, but getting myself out of this is either going to make the other person or the situation that I'm in shit so that I can get out of it good. But I'd rather just like for it to just melt away.
But that's not
Just
possible.
so
Like, there's no
and it's
problem's
not
gonna
because
melt away.
that's an irrational way of thinking.
Yeah.
And I guess you know I kind of answered my own question. But excuse me.
Taco Bell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fighting me right now.
I feel it.
Them
Damn.
hot sauce, them three hot sauce packets.
3 hot sauce packets from Taco, bro. You was risking life today, bro. 3 hot sauce packets. Sheesh.
Chose violence.
You did. You did.
Yeah, I think it's just like people just want every situation to just be okay all the time. No one is just willing to
Mhm.
take a hit. Sometimes you gotta just take the hit. Like if the rational
But
answer, if the
there's levels to taking the hits,
it is
because
there's
there's
really
also
big
people
levels.
that can take the hit, but then there's just people that can
I feel
take the
like
hit, but people
I
that
feel
can't.
like I
There's
could take the hit.
monsters that people have in their heads as much as they
Yeah,
want it.
yeah,
They don't want to
yeah, yeah.
admit it, and it is hard. It is definitely hard. And that's why it's easy to give advice and take advice, or it's easy to give your own advice and then then take your own
Can't use it.
advice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like human beings are just, you know, insane creatures. You know what I mean? We go out into the world and we just have free will and like our free will makes problems for other people, and then other people have to deal with them, or just deal with us because we're the problem. You know what I mean? Like it's so shit,
Yeah, the world
so shit.
sucks. Humans suck. Humans are
Yeah.
just sucky, dumb people. Like,
Like if I had to change one thing about you, like humanity, like just give away, like greed. I feel like greed
greed?
is just greed.
Mm.
Like I feel like greed is just what like leads people to do dumb shit. Like whether you're greedy about money or you're greedy about status or you're greedy about like possession.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like that's
Mm.
the root to everything. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like the world would
Interesting.
be in a lot um
A
the
lot
world
better
would
place,
be in a
less greed.
lot with less greed and more like giving selflessly. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like even if you just didn't give a shit, like that's enough.
I just think we need more humanity. Thinking about the next person, not
Yeah,
judging.
but humanity is like shit.
Yeah.
Like I know what you mean by saying giving more humanity, but like the humanity that we know is just like super ass. Like
Fuck, this
everybody's just
episode is
so
ending too grim right now.
no, that's not grim. It's just like everybody's just too worried about what other people are doing. You know what I'm saying? Just worry about yourself. And not in a selfish way
That's
of
hard to
like
do these days when we're going on social
yeah,
media, just seeing everybody's
but not
life
in
and
a
just seeing how good it is or
when I say
bad
worry
it
about
is.
yourself, when I say worry about yourself, and it's not in a way of like, I don't care about don't care about anyone, just care about you, but like, why are you worried about like the way the next person lives their life? If you
Social
live your
media.
life, if you live your life different from another person, that's because you're two different people.
It's social
You know,
media.
you're not, yeah.
Mainly
ev- every
Instagram.
everybody's not being put on this earth to be the same.
I feel like you
Everyone
just
is.
picked your whole body up to go back into the same exact position.
I feel like I was slouching.
You think so? I feel like you just went up to do the exact same thing. I don't know what just happened right now. My mind is blown.
Also,
For
I put
anybody
my
listening, my man picked up his whole body to go up and then go right back down. It
because
was
I'm
it was a
sitting on a
mind.
couch. So now instead of my feet hanging on the couch, my feet are under me. I'm like crisscross applesauce on my couch.
If you're listening to the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or anything anywhere you listen to your audio podcasts, please go on YouTube, Anything Goes Podcast, subscribe, download all that, and see what Freddie just did because it looks like the exact same thing. And I want to know. I want to be justified, vindicated. But continue.
Gotcha. I think this is a good segue into your quotes.
Oh shit. No. Okay.
Like getting shut down by the man.
Yeah.
But
Um.
yeah, man. We definitely took a lot of twists and turns in this episode. I feel like we're doing very good with like
We're
episode
progressing,
tone,
man.
like tone. You know what I'm saying? Like every these last couple of episodes, it's just been like a tone to each one of them, and they've been like a very solid conversation, and
Listen.
like this one was a very like
What?
direct dialogue,
You know
you
how I
know,
view
and this is
this?
good.
You know how I view this? Maturity.
I think so.
We went from talking to Dick Yelp to talking about job interviews. There's a maturity that evolves with every episode. It's
Yeah,
not. Sometimes I feel like, maybe mostly for me, was mostly trying to say shit for shock value.
definitely you.
Yeah, that's yeah. But now though, as we enter in our 56th episode and we keep on going, it's maturity. We're having mature conversations. Like we're talking about fucking job interviews. Like that's some mature shit for people to get used to relate to. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like that's some mature conversations, and we're
No, it
going
is.
from
It
there.
is. I mean, I feel like it's only right
Now
that
we
if
did
we're
start
gonna
off
be
this
talking
episode talking
about
about deaf people, but still,
yeah, and I feel like if we're gonna do, you know, kind of like just ear trash. We also gotta.
No, we don't do ear trash. We don't do ear trash.
No, no, but you know what I mean. It's not
No.
ear trash, but it's just like mouth garbage.
There's
We
always
definitely
substance. There's always
we do.
substance in
No, no, no,
everything
no,
that
no.
might seem
Yeah, yeah,
that
no.
way.
There's substance in the mouth garbage. You just have to
Yeah.
pick your way through it. But like, yo, it's got to be a good. You know, we've been doing good with the balance. You know, we got mouth garbage, and then we just got like dialogue, figuring out how to be people.
This is for people that are. Let me decode before I get into my quotes. This is his way of saying the last couple of episodes have been good, and everything before that has been shit. That's what it sounds like.
Nah,
All right.
cause
I
like
don't know.
like the earlier episodes is like good comedy. I
This is
still
us
think
figuring
about.
us. You saying Christian was bringing us down? I agree.
I think so.
Yeah, that bitch.
He really wasn't like adding. You know what I mean?
Nah,
He's
man.
definitely floating.
Yeah, he was. He
He's
was
he's
there.
he's more of a glue guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's
He's a glue guy.
he's a keep. He's got to keep the team together.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
He
yeah,
keeps the
yeah,
team together. You know,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
what we're doing, bounce on his head.
Yeah, word. And then
All right,
when
let me get
all
my
else
quotes
fail,
in.
and then when all
No,
else
no,
fails, we just go at the glue guy.
exactly. I loved it. Good
Yeah,
guy.
it's good shit. Good
Good
shit.
thing. Comedy punching bag.
Yeah. All
Miss him.
right,
All right, yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, David's quotes.
There's value in all of us, no matter how high we've traveled or how low we've went. The destination is the same. Davis quotes.
That was good. That was real good. I
Yeah,
fucked with that.
I
That was
had to,
solid.
man. It just
We
feel
can
like
put that
it
on a
brought
shirt.
everything together, especially the final half of this podcast. I feel like it brought that
Word,
to where we need to
word.
go.
That was good shit.
Try to.
David, David, where can they find you?
All right, so you guys could find me at David Angelo 223 on Instagram. Y'all can find me on Twitter at DaveAngelo97. That's where I put mostly just my sports takes. Do you like sports, Freddie?
I do like sports. I don't watch enough sports, but I love sports. I'm a sports guy.
All right. Sometimes I feel like I want to talk about sports on the podcast, but I don't know if you like know your shit to talk about it. So that's why I just kind of avoid it. Yeah,
I'd say let's
you're
talk
very
sports.
casual.
Let's talk sports, but like how New York people talk about sports.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
But if you want like the hardcore sports takes, go to my Twitter, DavidAngel97. Um, yeah, I can follow the Anything Goes podcast TikTok page. We're gonna try to be more active on that. How mainly me been dropping the ball a bit on that as of late. A lot of shit's been going on in my life, so sorry about that. But that shit will get picked up even more.
It's
Um,
actually very good. You know, our one of our TikToks has like 2,000
I know
views,
it's our
right?
first one with your beautiful face on the front of it. I love it.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's also
our
it,
first ever comment was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And that's how I was like,
yeah.
"Yeah, I love that. That's
Teresa wrote
what I
that.
want the first
Teresa
comment
wrote
to
that
be."
to us the other day. I mean,
Yeah,
Teresa told me that the other day, and then I told my dad about it, and he was just like, "Yeah, that clip is kind of insane, but also like it's comedy, so who gives a fuck?" And I was
who
like,
gives a fuck? And it'll only get better. Well, it'll
"That's
get
my
better
dad."
over time. That's a promise. So there's that, and then there's the Twitch. And when as I say the Twitch, shoot it to my man Freddie.
Uh, so you can follow the Twitch at the Anything Goes Gaming, and I'm usually on there every other day, maybe a couple days back to back and stuff like that. Trying to keep it as active as possible. Don't want to go at more than like 2 days without streaming or doing something on there. Right now, we've been just bouncing around with a couple of different games and stuff like that. We got some new shit out. The finals. It's like a team-based mini royale kind of heist merged gun thing.
Team-based heist merged with guns. That sounds
Yeah,
fire.
yeah, yeah. So it's definitely good. I played a little bit of it a couple of days ago. Um, I think it'll get better. There's a lot of other games that I keep forgetting that like I have, and that would be really good to play. Um, so if you guys have any, follow the stream, join the lives, get in the chat. I like to talk to everyone and acknowledge them as much as I can, especially as the streams are growing and the Twitch is growing. We're at 18 followers right now. Smashed
Keep it going.
smashed the fucking 10 follower count in
When
the
this
first
podcast
week.
comes out, I might be more than 18.
Right now, we're looking at the 20 man goal, 20 follower goal. After we hit 20, we got 50, and then that's when we become Twitch affiliated.
It's like my
So,
dick right now, growing.
again, go to Twitch, Anything Goes Gaming. Be ready for that. Follow the Anything Goes podcast Instagram, and we're always posting on there whenever we go live or whatever. Got to get better about making clips on there too. So I got to hit up my moderator wife to be watching the stream and kind of get clips and stuff like that so
I'll
we could
take
post
that.
on
I'll take
Twitch.
that responsibility as well. I'll take that L. I haven't been as on top of it as well,
It's all
but
good. It's all
that'll
good.
change. That'll
It's all good.
change.
It's all good. But yeah, you can also follow me on Instagram at Fredo Medina 29. And yeah, man, like, follow, share, subscribe. Go to the podcast Instagram page, hit that link in bio, listen, watch, follow, share the whole
Experience the
nine.
audio and video adventure. Just go on the fucking roller
Exactly.
coaster. You
Just
never
do
know
it.
what you'll
Just fucking do
fucking
it.
find.
Just do it. You good fucking interview tips. I
Good interview
struggle.
tips. Fast food to go to and avoid.
Yeah. Come on,
Fucking
bro.
how to fucking navigate Thanksgiving with your
How to
family for
navigate? Yeah,
dinner.
yeah.
And then, hey, sometimes you want to laugh at deaf people? We'll laugh at the deafs. They're fun batch to
It's
laugh
fun.
at.
Yeah,
Just
it's
YouTube
great.
deaf people on you. Just YouTube how they
Look,
sound.
bro.
They're funny.
I have all of my senses, and how do I function on my day to day? Don't even know.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But it's been fun,
It's
and
been fun.
we will most likely, most definitely
Most
catch you on the
likely.
next one.